In this video, I'm going to show you how you can send 3 simple text messages to prospects and get hundreds of meetings from it. And I'm not lying about this because I've scaled my agency to 40 grand a month this year. And as you can see on screen, I book around 280, 290 appointments every single month with my company currently. And this whole system I'm about to show you right here probably takes under an hour to set up. It's actually that simple. So let's get started. The first thing you have to do is actually find the numbers to send messages to. And the most simple way you can do this is with Instant Data Scraper and Google Maps. So if you search up Google Maps like this, and you look for landscaping businesses in Toronto. So we have all these businesses right here, and you are going to go in this little extensions icon right here and get this extension. Looks like a little Pokeball, Instant Data Scraper. All you do is go right here and you can scrape hundreds of leads by simply clicking the next button. And as you can see right here, we've just got hundreds of actual phone numbers with landscapers that you can start contacting. And then now the next thing we have to do is import this into Go High Level. Okay, so you're going to simply upload these numbers into Go High Level. Now you have a list of leads that you can actually contact with your offer. And there are 3 messages that we're going to send to these prospects. And I'm going to give you the exact scripts that we use as a company to book sales meetings with cold SMS. It says something along the lines of, hey, is this the owner of whatever landscaping business or whatever niche you're in? And you say your name. I know it's a bit out of the blue, but I'm looking for a niche in whatever city you're contacting to bring 15 to 20 new members into their X, and you just state your offer right here without having to break the bank. We've already helped as testimonial in X location bring 10 new people in the last week. Okay, so basically what's the fundamental philosophy behind this message right here? It is personalization targeting. So you're going to mention the city, you're going to mention that they're in this city, and you're going to state your offer that you have for these people and a CTA, and use your niche's language. So if your niche is a bit casual and they're construction workers or they're gym owners, you're going to reach out to them a bit more casually than you would with lawyers or law firms, whatever it is. So make sure you're using your niche's language, as it's actually going to resonate with them more depending on the language you use with this message. And then again, you can say with their follow-up messages, did you get my last message? Just bumping this to check if you got my last message. Again, we're trying to seem like an actual human here, that we're having a back and forth conversation. You see that you can say you in the message, which is unlike many other outreach messages. And the reason for that is you can just text them like they're a normal person. Okay, email has a different format than SMS, whatever it is. You need to be very personalized and just human-esque when you're talking to these people. So you're going to send this initial message on Go High Level with their automation. You're going to follow up 4 hours later and do a second follow-up 24 hours later. And seriously, this can book you hundreds of meetings using this. And you can get this all set up and Go High Level in 30 minutes to an hour. And you can start blasting people with messages. All you need to do is this 3-step sequence and get them onto your calendar. And you have to keep in mind here with Go High Level, there's this thing called messaging limits. And what this means is that if you create a new high level account, which we're going to use to send these messages, and you start blasting them with 3,000 messages a day, they're probably going to ban you or remove your account. Okay, so what we want to do is ramp up the amount of messages you send. So first day you can do 100, next day you do 250, and Go High Level is going to notify you when you bump up to the next level in their messaging software. It's basically you like doing anything, warming up leads with cold email, warming up Instagram accounts. Has this across all platforms. It's just to prevent spammers on their platform. So you're going to ramp up the account right here, and you're going to aim for these metrics. So you should have around a 2% appointment booking rate. So that's actually pretty insane, by the way. If you send 100 messages, you should get a 2% appointment booking rate. And this is actually what we have when we're running the agencies and working with agency owners, is getting around 2% ABR when you're actually doing this properly. Next thing is you're going to go for a response rate 20%. So if you message 5 people, you should at least have 1 of them that are going to reply to you. Then you're going to have a resonation rate like, this sounds interesting, I like this, and actually resonate with them as a person. And you want to send at least 500 messages per test to allow enough data to pass through the system, just so you can make good judgments with whatever you're testing. If you're testing a new opener, if you're testing a new follow-up messages, that's what you're going to aim for with these KPIs right here. And the biggest mistake, I just want to talk about this for a second, because don't do what I did when I started SMS messaging. When I was beginning and I tried SMS for the first time, I'm like, let's just get them on a sales call like you would usually, and let's close them on the sales call. This is a fantastic idea. Let's talk about John and then Chad. I like the diagram here. I thought this is really funny. John thinks you can text people out of the blue through cold SMS like we're doing and get them on a sales call and close them with the sales calls because he has a no-brainer offer, right? Like we followed Al Trimble's value equation. We know what we're doing when it comes to offer, or you think you have a good offer and you're just going to get them on the sales call and you're going to close them like any other outreach method or any content method. You're just going to do the exact same thing with cold SMS. Okay. Then there's Chad on the other hand, who is much better. Chad knows these leads have never interacted with his business before. So we're messaging a stranger out of the blue, okay? And these businesses think he's a total weirdo because a random agency that they don't know just randomly texted them. Just out of the blue. Like just randomly got a text on their phone. And Chad recognizes that these leads right here need to be warmed up. Okay, so they actually need to be warmed up through purposeful lead nurturing systems before they can close on the sales call. So let's get past the belief that you have right now, please, or it's going to cost you thousands of messages to business owners that you've just wasted if you don't follow this. You need a lead nurturing actual sequence that goes on before your sales call. Okay, and the reason for this is cold SMS has the coldest leads out there. And don't take this as like, I'm not telling you to use the system right here. Please use the system, but develop, for the love of God, a system to warm up these leads or the sales calls are all going to be wasted. I was closing at such a low rate when I was doing cold SMS the first time. It was just because I didn't know how to warm up leads. I've talked about this in my last few videos, but make sure you're actually booking the call, okay? Then you take them to a VSL or a pre-call video, whatever you'd like to call it, and then get them on the call. And have all the reminders going off, like email reminders, and then have phone reminders, and have all these things to show up to the meeting, because you have to realize these people haven't talked to you before. Like on a cold call, the advantage here when you're talking to someone on a cold call is that you actually have a personal conversation with them. It's obviously more personal talking to someone on the phone than just texting them out of the blue. It's a whole different game. Okay, so please warm these guys up. So cold SMS is all the way to the left on the coldest type of lead you can possibly have because you're texting a stranger out of the blue and they don't even know if they want the services, whatever it is. At least ads are one of these here. You know they have a pain point because they actually voluntarily opted into an ad. Okay, they saw the ad, but they put in their information because they're interested in getting the thing. You don't even know if these people are interested in getting the thing. And that's why we're mass blasting hundreds of people and getting them to respond and then warming them up because we want to actually get them to know that they want this thing before we pitch them on something that they'll just say no to immediately when they hop on the call. Okay, so do not make that mistake. So I hope this really helped you. Super short video because I want to get straight to the point with this. This thing can book you hundreds of sales calls each month if you do it properly because myself and my team and agency owners that I work with right now use the exact system, and you can use the scripts here and you can use Instant Data Scraper right here to get the leads, import them, go high level, send these messages, get the KPIs, get the feedback on how you do with these messages, warm them up, and you will have an insanely good appointment booking system just like that. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.